If you've ever searched for a natural flea remedy for your cat, you've probably seen it. Just one drop of this oil kills fleas instantly. I need you to stop before you try that, because for cats, that one drop can mean an emergency vet visit or worse. I'm Dr. Waterling Lee, and I've spent my career treating dogs and cats. And one of the most common emergencies I see in the clinic isn't fleas themselves. It's what well-meaning owners put on their cat's skin trying to get rid of them. I've had owners come in terrified, holding a cat that's drooling and trembling, saying, "But the video said it was natural." That's exactly why I'm making this video today. Here's the thing about cats that a lot of people don't realize. Their liver works differently than ours, and differently than a dog's. Cats are missing an enzyme called glucuronidyltransferase, which means they can't break down and clear a lot of common compounds the way we can. Tea tree oil, eucalyptus, peppermint, citrus oils, even things marketed as pet-safe natural remedies can build up in a cat's bloodstream to toxic levels, sometimes from a single application. What's a mild irritant for a dog or completely harmless for a human can be a genuine toxin for a cat. So today I want to do three things. First, I want to explain why itching happens in the first place, because it's rarely as simple as fleas equals scratching. Second, I want to be honest with you about why the one magic drop videos are misleading and frankly dangerous. And third, I want to walk you through what genuinely works to stop your cat's itching and get rid of fleas, safely, affordably, and for good. Let's start with the itching, because that symptom alone can come from more than just fleas. What's actually causing the itch? If your cat is scratching, over-grooming, or has small scabs around the neck and lower back, fleas are one common cause, but not the only one. Food sensitivities, environmental allergies, mites, ringworm, and even stress-related over-grooming can look nearly identical from the outside. I've seen cats brought in for, quote, flea allergies that turned out to be reacting to a new brand of cat litter. That's actually the first reason a one drop cures it video should make you pause. If you don't know what's causing the itch, you can't know what will fix it. And applying something unnecessarily onto a cat's skin is never risk-free. Here's a simple way to check for fleas yourself, at home, before you do anything else. Take a fine-tooth flea comb, run it through your cat's fur near the base of the tail and around the neck, and tap what you collect onto a damp white paper towel. If you see small dark specks that turn reddish-brown when wet, that's flea dirt, essentially digested blood, and it confirms an active flea problem. If you don't see that and the itching continues, that's actually important information. It tells you this might not be a flea issue at all, and no amount of oil, natural or otherwise, is going to solve it. In that case, a vet visit to identify the real cause will save you time, money, and your cat a lot of discomfort. Why natural doesn't mean safe for cats. I want to slow down here because this is the part that worries me most as a vet. Natural gets used online as if it's a synonym for harmless. It isn't. Arsenic is natural, so is poison ivy. Nature doesn't optimize for what's safe on a cat's skin. Evolution optimizes for what keeps a plant from being eaten. And a lot of the compounds that do that job well happen to be toxic to small mammals with limited liver enzymes. For cats specifically, the danger list includes a lot of things that show up in home remedy videos. Tea tree oil, pennyroyal, citrus-based limonene oils, pine oil, wintergreen, and many essential oil blends sold online as natural flea deterrents. Cats absorb these through their skin, and then, because cats groom themselves constantly, they end up licking off whatever was applied. That means even a small topical dose often becomes an oral dose as well. Signs of toxicity can include drooling, tremors, wobbliness or loss of coordination, vomiting, and in severe cases, seizures and liver failure. I've treated cats for exactly this, and it's frightening how fast it can happen, sometimes within an hour of application. So if you've ever seen a video with a confident voice and a dramatic title telling you one drop of something will kill fleas naturally, I'd ask you to check two things before trying it on your own cat. First, is this specific ingredient confirmed safe for cats, specifically by a veterinary or toxicology source, not just natural in general, and not just safe for dogs? Second, is the dose actually studied and standardized, or is it just a number repeated because it sounds convincing on camera? Most of these viral remedies fail both tests. I promise this isn't just me telling you what not to do. In a minute, I'm going to walk you through exactly what does work, safely, affordably, and often just as fast as the videos claim, minus the risk. What actually works for flea control? The good news is that effective flea control for cats is not complicated, and it doesn't require guesswork or gambling with your cat's liver. First, veterinary prescribed topical or oral flea preventatives, the ones your vet recommends, not the ones on a random shelf, are formulated specifically around feline metabolism. Products like selamectin, fluorolaner-based options, or afoxolaner-based preventatives designed for cats undergo real safety testing at the doses printed on the label. This is the single most reliable step you can take, and it typically starts killing fleas within hours of application. If cost is a concern, ask your vet clinic directly. Many carry more affordable generic equivalents, and some offer payment plans for ongoing preventative care. Second, treat the environment, not just the cat. This step gets skipped constantly, and it's why so many people feel like their flea treatment isn't working when really the home is reinfesting the cat. Fleas spend the majority of their life cycle off the animal, as eggs, larvae, and pupa hidden in carpets, bedding, and furniture. Washing your cat's bedding in hot water weekly and vacuuming carpets, rugs, and furniture regularly disrupts that life cycle before it can restart. Without this step, even a perfectly treated cat can end up reinfested within days. Third, for itch relief while treatment takes effect, a vet can recommend a short course of a cat-safe antihistamine or a soothing oatmeal-based rinse formulated for feline skin. Not essential oils, but ingredients that have actually been tested on cats and are labeled for that use. Fourth, if you're specifically drawn to natural, low-intervention approaches, there are legitimate options, but I want to be clear that these support prevention. They don't replace treatment for an active infestation. Regular grooming and combing physically removes adult fleas and lets you monitor the situation. Food-grade diatomaceous earth, applied to carpets and furniture, never directly onto the cat, can help reduce flea populations in the environment over time. These are supportive tools that work alongside real treatment, not miracle cures that replace it. A word on kittens, senior cats, and multi-cat households. A few groups need extra caution. Kittens under a certain age and weight often can't safely use standard adult flea preventatives. Always confirm weight and age cutoffs with your vet before treating a kitten. Senior cats, especially those with existing kidney or liver conditions, may need adjusted products or closer monitoring, since their organs are already working harder to process anything absorbed through the skin. And in multi-cat households, remember that cats groom each other. So if you apply something questionable to one cat, you may effectively be dosing every cat in the home. This is one more reason to stick with vet-verified products rather than something improvised from a video. When to see a vet. If your cat is losing fur in patches, has open sores from scratching, seems lethargic, or is hiding more than usual, or if you've already tried a home remedy and you're now seeing drooling, vomiting, wobbliness, or muscle twitching, that's not a watch and wait situation. That's a same-day vet visit or an emergency clinic if it's after hours. Cats are experts at hiding illness. By the time symptoms are obvious to us, the underlying problem has often been building for a while, so acting quickly makes a real difference in outcome. I know none of this is as satisfying as one drop and it's solved. A 15-second video with a dramatic claim will always get more views than a careful explanation. But I'd rather give you something that's actually true than something that just sounds good in a headline. Your cat's liver will thank me, even if the algorithm doesn't. Here's what I want you to walk away with. Fleas are treatable, reliably, affordably, and without risking your cat's health. Skip the one-drop miracle claims, no matter how confident the person on screen sounds. Confirm any product with your vet before it touches your cat's skin, especially anything marketed as natural. Treat the home environment, not just the cat, or you'll be fighting the same battle every few weeks. Take extra care with kittens, seniors, and multi-cat households. And if something seems off after trying anything new, don't wait it out. Call your vet the same day. If this helped you understand what's actually safe for your cat, hit like, subscribe for more honest, no-nonsense pet health guidance, and drop a comment with your cat's biggest itch-related mystery. I read every one, and I might make a video answering it directly. Take care of them. They can't read the label themselves, and they can't tell you when something's wrong until it's serious. That's our job, mine and yours.